你好，新概念英语第二册第6课 Lesson 6 Percy Buttons 伯西巴顿斯。同样的，我带着问题去学习。问题是 Who is Percy Buttons？ 谁是伯西巴顿斯？我的学习视频大致分2个部分。第一个部分呢，我是将课文图像化，做成一个小动画。第二个部分呢，我是放我前6课的背诵内容。好，开始第一部分。我刚刚搬到一所房子，这个房子位于大桥街。I have just moved to a house in Bridge Street. 然后昨天有个乞丐来敲我的门，A beggar knocked at my door. 好，我打开门，他向我要求一顿饭和一杯啤酒。He asked me for a meal and a glass of beer. 为了作为回报呢，这个乞丐他倒立头点地，然后唱着歌。In return for this, the beggar stood on his head and sang songs. 视频里面，为了方便记忆，我放的是我的门牌号是6号，他倒过来以后看到的是几啊？应该是9吧。好，所以他唱什么歌呢？他大舅他二舅都是他舅，高桌子地板凳都是木头，是吧？开个玩笑啊。好，我给他了一顿饭，他吃掉了食物，还喝掉了啤酒。He ate the food and drank the beer. 然后呢，他把一片奶酪放进他的口袋里。Then he put a piece of cheese in his pocket. 然后就走了 ，went away. 之后呢，一个邻居就跟我说起了他的情况。就是 later a neighbor told me about him. 这里所有的人都认识他 ，everybody knows him. 他的名字叫做 Percy Buttons. 他每个月将这条街所有的房子都会造访一遍的。He calls at every house in the street once a month. 通常呢，他都会要求给他一顿食物，还有一杯啤酒。Always asks for a meal and a glass of beer. 好了，这就是这篇课文的动画。后面呢，我会放前面6课的我的背诵内容。大家可以忽略啊，这是我给自己的一个学习的记录。好，开始背诵第1课到第6课的内容。Lesson 1, a private conversation. 问题是 Why did the writer complain to the people behind him? Last week, I went to the theater. I had a very good seat. The play was very interesting. I did not enjoy it. A young man and a young woman were sitting behind me. They were talking loudly. I could not hear the actors. I turned around. I looked at the man and the woman angrily. They did not pay any attention. In the end, I could not bear it. I turned around again. I can't hear a word, I said angrily. It's none of your business, the man said rudely. This is a private conversation. 好，第2课。Breakfast or lunch， 早餐还是午餐？问题是 Why was the writer's aunt surprised? It was Sunday. I never get up early on Sundays. I sometimes stay in bed until lunchtime. Last week I got up very late. I looked out of the window. It was dark outside. One day I thought it's raining again. Just then the telephone rang. It was my Aunt Lucy. I've just arrived by train, she said. I'm coming to see you. But I'm still having breakfast, I said. What are you doing? She asked. I'm having breakfast, I repeated. Dear me, she said. Do you always get up so late? She asked. Oh, no. Do you always get up so late? It's 1 o'clock. 好，第3课。An exciting trip. No. Please send me a card. 好，给我寄张明信片。问题是，how many cards did the writer send? Postcards always spoil my holidays. Last summer, I went to Italy. I visited museums and sat in public gardens. A friendly waiter told me a few words of Alien. Then he lent me a book. I read a few lines, but I did not understand a word. Every day I thought about postcards. My holidays passed quickly. I did not send cards to my friends. On the last day, I made a big decision. I got up early and bought 37 cards. I spent the whole day in my room, but I did not write a single card. 好，第4课，an exciting trip， 令人激动人心的旅行。问题是，why is Tim finding this trip exciting? I have just received a letter from my brother Tim. He is in Australia. He has been there for 6 months. Tim is an engineer. He is working for a big firm and he has already visited a great number of different places in Australia. He has just bought an Australian car and has gone to Alice Springs, a small town in the center of Australia. He will soon visit Darwin. From there, he will fly to Perth. My brother has never been abroad before, so he's finding this trip very exciting. 好，第5课。第5课 No wrong numbers. Mr. James Scott has a garage in Silbury, and now he has just bought another garage in Pinehurst. Pinehurst is only 5 miles from Silbury, but Mr. Scott cannot get a telephone for his new garage, so he has just bought 12 pigeons. Yesterday, a pigeon carried the first message from Pinehurst to Silbury. The birds covered the distance in 3 minutes. Up to now, Mr. Scott has sent a great number of requests for spare parts and other urgent messages from one garage to the other. In this way, he has begun his own private telephone service. 这课的问题说了没 ？Lesson 5。No wrong numbers 它的问题是 What does no wrong numbers mean? No wrong numbers 是什么意思？好，最后呢是今天学习的第6课。第6课的名字是 Percy Buttons。他的问题是 Who is Percy Buttons? I have moved to a house in Bridge Street. Yesterday, a banker knocked at my door. 敲我的门。He asked me for a meal and a glass of beer. In return for this, he stood on his head and sang songs. I gave him a meal. He ate the food and drank the beer. Then he put a piece of cheese in his pocket and went away. Later, a neighbor told me about him. Everybody knows him. His name is Percy Buttons. He calls at every house in this street per month and always asked for a meal and a glass of beer. 好了，今天的1到6课的背诵就到这里，我们下次见，拜拜。